Hi friends, my name is Yamini Sharma and I welcome you back to my channel The Saffron Box. Today in this video I shall be talking about Jupiter. Jupiter going direct, right? So we all know that Jupiter was in retrograde motion for the past few months, and retrogression of Jupiter affects us all in a major way, right? So there were a lot of effects which we all saw globally, personally, economically, and this impact, whenever Jupiter, being a major planet, goes into retrogression, there are serious issues, there are serious concerns for the humankind as such, for the people as such, for the law and order of a country, for how our overall, the awareness levels or knowledge levels are. How do we go about things as such? What is the natural, process of law and order? So there were various things which got impacted while Jupiter was in retrograde motion. And now, today on the 13th of September till the 20th November, till Jupiter moves on to the next sign of Capricorn, Jupiter is going to be here in Sagittarius in a very good position. So I'm going to be talking about this and how does it impact all the 12 signs, the ascendants. That's what the topic is for today for this video. So before I go ahead, I would just remind you, if you haven't subscribed, do not forget to press the subscribe button. Do not forget to give me a thumbs up also if you like the content. Right, so Jupiter here, see, Jupiter is the planet of hope. Jupiter is the planet of happiness, of optimism, of law and order, the scriptures, the wisdom, anything which gives you wisdom, right? So how we learn, how we use our wisdom, how we use our experiences overall is something which Jupiter governs, right? Jupiter rules over the truth, rules over the natural way the things are to be, the natural way things work around us. So now when we see that Jupiter is going to be coming in direct motion from today onwards, all these things come back. There's a restoration of law and order, there's a restoration of truth, there's a restoration of optimism. And as it is, for the past few months, we've all seen that whether we like it or not, there's been a cloud of pessimism or sense of fear, sense of not belonging, sense of feeling negative, feeling down. And this is something which has impacted all of us globally. We have seen the impact of Jupiter being in retrograde motion, the economy coming down into a slowdown mode, lot of other things as well. Globally, politically, if you see, this has been a very tumultuous time to be in. And now when Jupiter moves in direct motion within the sign of Sagittarius, Jupiter here is in a very comfortable zone. Why? Because Sagittarius or Dhanu is its own sign, and Jupiter here is able to function very well. It's in its own Mool Trikon sign. And over here, Jupiter within the sign of Sagittarius also makes a Hamsa Yoga. It's one of the 5 Mahapurush Yogas as well. Right, so Jupiter overall is in good dignity. In Sagittarius, there was Ketu, but by the 23rd of September, another 10 days, Ketu will also exit out of Sagittarius into Scorpio. So anyways, though it was a loose conjunction between Jupiter and Ketu, this conjunction breaks out. So the overall impact of Ketu within the sign of Sagittarius wears off while it moves on to Scorpio. So that is something which is again a very important movement. And Jupiter here also gets into a Vargottam mode by the end of this time period. So the last 20-21 days of this transit within the sign of Sagittarius is when Jupiter gets Vargottam as well. So here right now, if we see the position of Jupiter, once it becomes direct, there is no major malefic impact, and it is able to give what it came for. It is able to do what it came for when it came to the sign of Sagittarius. Right, and Sagittarius is itself, a Jupiterian sign. It also talks about optimism, about our belief system, our principles, the truth, the scriptures, and this sattvic way of going about things, and that's what Jupiter is also all about. So here, Jupiter is able to now perform well, now finally do what it came here to do. Right, so this transit is something, or this motion, direct motion, is something which will actually give rise to a sense of freedom, sense of feeling free, sense of feeling independent, feeling happy, feeling optimistic with regards to things to come, feeling optimistic about relationships, about wealth, primarily about how things are going to go in the future as such. So this is something which is going to be here. This state of Jupiter being in direct motion is going to be here for about approximately 2 months. But I think for a major planet like Jupiter, 2 months are going to be enough to at least bring out the possibilities, bring out the opportunities, bring them up to the surface for you to explore. Right, so this is also a time to work out your plans. Whatever you had been leaving behind, whatever you were reconsidering and not able to make up your mind about, this is a time to work out. This is a time to look at future plans optimistically. And in case your dasha is working favorably, then I would say this is a wonderful opportunity to put your plans into motion, to get into action regarding your plans. Also, maintain a very positive outlook towards things. So this will generally bring about a cheer in spirits, right? So I would say that this is quite a time to clear away a lot of confusion also. So there's been a lot of confusion. I can see that, when I see that when people have been consulting me of late, I see a major sense of confusion, or a sense of being directionless most of the times. So this is something which is going to wear off gradually, right? So this is a transit which actually has to be looked forward to, which actually will kick in a lot of optimism and a lot of positive thoughts, right? So we'll see how this works out for all the 12 ascendants, all the 12 signs. I'll begin with Aries. Right, so for Aries, if you see in the 9th house, you have Jupiter becoming direct. Of course, Jupiter-Ketu conjunction is also going to break off very soon. This will impact your overall sense of confidence. Your overall sense of feeling optimistic. So you feel optimistic about things. You feel that now your luck is going to be favoring you, and there are blessings. These are, Jupiter is Dev Guru. So Jupiter gives blessings to you. It aspects the Lagna also, and of course, whatever things were, getting stuck, if you were facing hurdles for a long time, and I would say if your dasha is now favoring you, this is going to be a positive time. You should grab up opportunities which come your way. Then moving on to the next sign of Taurus. So for Taurus, if we see, Jupiter is not a very benefic planet for you, being the 8th lord also. But within the 8th house, Jupiter will become direct. And this is going to bring about a lot of transformational change for you. The 8th house, remember, is all about transformational energy. So this could bring about a long-standing change in your personality, change in things around you. So you could actually shed off old things, old ideas. There could be major changes in your wealth arrangements also. This is also a time to watch out for anything to do with your partner's wealth or inheritance matters also. Then the next sign of Gemini. See, for Gemini, Jupiter becomes direct in your seventh house, and it also forms the Hamsa Yoga, Hamsa Mahapurush Yoga. Those of you who are looking at getting married, those of you who are in relationship issues, I think this is going to bring in a lot of good news. This is going to bring in relief for you. So time to patch up things with your partner, whether marriage partner or business partner. Time to take things to a level up towards a partnership or towards marriage issues. This is of course going to help you out in relationship matters, certainly. Then we move on to Cancer. See, for Cancer again, Jupiter becomes direct in your sixth house, and over here of course there could be impact on your daily routine. There could also be impact on the opposition which you're facing. So this is a time to trade very carefully. Though Jupiter is your ninth lord, also rules over your Bhagyasthan as well, but we cannot negate what the sixth house matters could be. So time to take good care of your health, time to take good care of your any kind of disputes or conflicts which you are in. So be very watchful and trade very carefully. Then we move on to Leo. For Leo, this happens in your fifth house. So as we know, Jupiter is also a very auspicious planet for Leo. Now here, there could be chances that you benefit from good advice. This is also a very good time to focus on your children. There could be something good, good news on progeny which you could get to hear. Some matters related to, if you were looking at conception or some progeny related issues, this could be a period where things could look up a little, you could feel a little optimistic about things. And those of you who are looking at any speculative gains, I think this is also a time period where you can actually learn more, explore more opportunities. Then we move on to Virgo. See, for Virgo, this is happening in your fourth house. So Jupiter makes a Hamsa Mahapurush Yoga in your fourth house, and this could actually make you focus on your home issues, property issues. You could be looking at purchase of any property or redoing your house or renovation in your house, in your some changes in your land or property. So this is a positive change. So make use of this time to actually do what you want to do. This could also be a time to experience some mental peace, happiness, right? Then we move on to Libra. Now for Libra, again, Jupiter is not a very benefic planet, and on top of it, it becomes direct in the third house, right? Third house is the house which talks about your parakram, your courage, your initiatives, and a lot of many things. So here, you could actually be kind of clearing up your head on what you want to do now. Where is it that you want to use your initiative? Where is it that you want to put in your hard work now? This could actually, I think, more than anything else, give you a lot of, opportunity to sort out your feelings, sort out your thoughts. This could also bring in a travel opportunity for you within the next 2 months. Then moving on to Scorpio. For Scorpio, this motion of Jupiter being direct happens in the second house of wealth, second house of accumulation of assets, your pocket. And this is a time where you will focus on all this, because Jupiter becoming direct over here will help you sort out your wealth issues, make you focus more on investments, see how you're saving up, see how your assets are working up for you. So a very good time for you to focus on the wealth, focus on the savings, and plug in any holes if you find them. Then Sagittarius, see, for Sagittarius, Jupiter is your Lagnesh, and within the first house, within the Lagna, it becomes direct. Now here, this could be a positive sign for your health. That is the first thing which I would like to say. So you could see that you focus more on health. Any health issues which were troubling you, you could find some good medical advice now, or kind of there could be improvement in your health. There could be a much required boost for confidence, so your confidence issues get sorted out. You're able to face the world brightly and sharply. So this is something which I see for you. Make use of good opportunities which come your way, because Jupiter is the planet of luck, planet of opportunities, and being your Lagnesh, it will certainly help you, provided your dasha is also working well for you. Then we move on to Capricorn. See, for Capricorn, Jupiter could actually, within the 12th house where Jupiter becomes direct, you could face issues regarding expenditure. This is something which I would really like to, flag for Capricorn's ascendant. That is, there could be increase in expenditure, increase in hard work, and your overall efforts increase. You don't know where your energy is going, so be very sure about how you're spending your time, how you're spending your money, and stay away from any kind of scheme where you're not very sure about, where you have not studied something properly. Do not waste your money in any such opportunity, right? So this could be a little tricky time for you. Then we move on to Aquarius. For Aquarius, see, Jupiter becomes direct in your 11th house, and Jupiter is also your second lord. So your savings and your gains, overall your wealth or your prosperity is something which Jupiter, being the natural karaka of wealth, also is ruling up. So here you could actually see some changes in terms of gains. There could have been issues which were long pending, which get resolved a little. You could focus more on how you're going about your financial investments, your money, and what kind of sources of income do you have. So there could also be an increase in source of income. So this is something which you can actually utilize. There could be a good opportunity coming up. Then the last sign, that is Pisces. So Pisces, you have Jupiter being your Lagnesh, getting direct in your 10th house, and it also forms the Hamsa Mahapurush Yoga for some time though. So this could be an opportunity in terms of professional growth. Those of you who were kind of unsure about whether you're going to be keeping this job or not, or there was threat on employment or changes you were seeking outside, this is, I think, a time to open your eyes, keep your eyes and ears open for new opportunities. So this could also be a positive change in terms of your relationship with your superiors at work, right? So your overall confidence goes up and you feel better about yourself. Your work issues get some help, get some stroke of luck, right? So this was about all the 12 ascendants in a jiffy, in a very quick snapshot, and hope this helps, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.